Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Dee about to react to this vid by Jew Almighty. It's titled Sneako Gets the Last Laugh on Andrew Tate. I did see this headline about Andrew Tate going to jail, and he tried to get Trump to pardon him or something, and Trump was like, nah. I'm paraphrasing. I don't know all the deets, but yeah, something is going on. I don't know what he's in jail for. Maybe the same thing as before with, sex trafficking and stuff like that. I don't know. Anyway, let's see what's going on, though. Let's watch.
Sneako and Andrew Tate are the definition of someone's idol becoming their rival.
Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me.
The Matrix attacked me. I'm influential. Nobody knows who you are. You have no more influence. You fell off completely.
But for the last few years, they've had on and off beef.
You cannot be a passive-aggressive little girl. I understand you're young. But if you talk that way to people, you're going to be responded to a certain way. You're very, smarmy.
Like, why is Andrew trying to be a white business now when he's black? Andrew Tate would be deported from Romania.
But with Andrew Tate being arrested and facing decades in prison, it seems like Sneako, who once defended Andrew Tate, is now celebrating and doing victory laps about his arrest.
You look like you traffic women. You look like, what is it, child charges now? Yeah, I believe them because of this horrible thing.
But I'm Drew. Welcome to the channel. Please like and share the video. Don't forget to sub. Now, let's get into it.
I'm right here in Miami. Come get me. Arrest me.
Got
me. Put me on the news. Tell everyone I'm a human trafficker. You think I'm not versed? You think I'm not ready? I'm a Navy SEAL in this shit. Come get me. Raid my house. Take my stuff. You think I sleep with a full phone full of evidence? You think I don't wipe my phone every night? You think I'm dumb? Come get me. Arrest me.
Breaking Andrew and Tristan.
Not him admitting he wiped his phone every night. You can't get rid of that, brother. And that was really stupid to admit to, because they can find anything in your phone, even if it's been deleted. Okay, you think, oh, it's permanently deleted. It's not. They can recover literally anything. So they hear this and it's like, oh, you got something to hide. Let's go and really look at these files that you deleted. Let's go recover them. Like, how stupid is that?
Have been arrested in Miami.
And I really don't want to make light of it because this is really dark, heinous stuff. Andrew Tate was found with 19 child abuse images and extreme porn, in addition to facing multiple allegations after his arrest. The self-proclaimed alpha male and his brother Tristan Tate could face 20 to 25 years in prison if they are extradited to the UK.
I mean, am I surprised? No. If you will sex traffic people, then what else will you do? Like, you're just a heinous, terrible, horrible person. I would think you're capable of some darker shit as well. So I can't be too surprised by this, but it's just still shocking and gross to see. Like, my God.
They will be, because the Trump administration is not going to step in.
These are the 10 total charges that are linked to Andrew Tate, right, with 3 alleged victims on multiple occasions: assault, occasional actual bodily harm, human trafficking, first exploitation. Remember,
why's your face so big in the screen?
Stuff like that. Controlling prostitution for gain, so that kind of fits there, right?
I can't see.
These are allegations of non-consensual acts, coercion, violence, and exploiting women in contexts like relationship or his webcam business, right? Tristan Tate has 11 charges, linked to him, right, with 1 alleged victim. Multiple occasions: assault, occasionally causing bodily harm.
Why he ain't getting arrested? He just standing there.
All of these offenses occurred in the UK.
But of course, a bunch of people like Myron and Nick Fuentes came out defending Andrew Tate and the charges that he's facing.
Because
they are also guilty. They're probably doing the same shit.
The whole reason why they didn't even go to the UK in the first place is because they wouldn't tell them who the victims are. They wouldn't tell them like what he's actually like being charged with and what the evidence is against him.
With Andrew Tate's fan base and him being as vocal as he is, why would that country name the victim that the charges are about so that him and his weird fan base can go harass them into oblivion?
Exactly.
That makes no sense.
Pushing to have a ban everywhere, right? Once they started saying, what colors your Bugatti in the schools, and the teenagers were starting to get influenced by him or whatever, the UK did a huge crackdown to try to limit his influence, man. And they did it by banning him on TikTok, banning him on YouTube. They did a huge ban everywhere. And
because the red pill is toxic as hell.
He brought a lot of attention to the issues all across the UK, and they don't like that shit. They don't like that shit because they know that people are pissed off. They know that there's an immigration problem. They know that there's a crime problem. They know that there's a crime problem. And I'll tell you guys this, as someone that went to the UK multiple times, I can even tell you guys the UK is a fuck. And as an American, every time I go there, my head is on a swivel and I'm nervous, even when I'm in nice neighborhoods in the UK. So it's not even like, it's just
someone who's been there multiple times, so that makes you an expert. Shut up. I hate when people do that. When they travel somewhere a few times and be like, oh, I can tell you because I've been there and I saw. Shut the fuck up. You were in the hoods. That's your problem. It's hoods everywhere. It's shitty parts of areas literally everywhere. So that's just such a dumb statement. He's so slow.
It's this bullshit. It's a political head job. Obviously, they're fucking about her because he's been criticizing the country. They're criticizing the
And
country.
all of the
at a
UK,
large scale.
you saying that
The rich people are
about?
not happy. You
He'll say all of this, but won't say anything directly about the charges. And funny enough, Sneako was celebrating Andrew Tate being arrested and gave his take on the whole situation, which isn't too surprising if you've been following the little beefs they've been having over the years.
I know everyone's giving him a hard time right now, but I'm not here to end Sneako's career. I mean, I could. I'm that guy.
You folded under the pressure from
Wait, look at his teeth here. Look at him here. Oh, he is so busted. Are these real pictures?
Now you're regretting it because the world is seeing that we are brought into a war for the same people that hated the song. The timing was not on your side. You probably shouldn't have folded. You probably regret that.
Second thing, you questioned my faith and called me a Jew. So you were responded to in kind. You cannot be a passive-aggressive little girl. I understand you're young. But if you talk that way to people, you're going to be responded to a certain way. And you're very, like, smarmy, snarky. No hard feelings, but you deserved it, right? You said in person, I would have knocked your ass out. And I would have helped you get up afterwards and said, sorry, sir, I had to break a jaw. Sometimes things just have to happen.
Like, why is Andrew trying to be a white supremacist now when he's black? Andrew Tate would be deported from Romania following white supremacist logic, but he's like, I'm on your side. No, you're not. Bro, what is he talking about?
Which again is a big turnaround for a guy that mimicked his whole personality at one point. Wore his glass.
Regardless of what, this might be a hot take. People claim his dad is black. I need to see a picture. Is he black, or is he like mixed black, 25% black? Because most black people would see him and they would not claim him. Okay, so I need to see some photos. Let me look up.
Just talk like him, said
Because
like
y'all claiming he black. I don't see it. Just like y'all claim Sneako is black too. I also don't see that. Just because you're mixed with black, like y'all sound like these racist people from back in the day with this one drop rule shit. Like, just because you're mixed with black, that doesn't mean that you're automatically black. Even when you have people who are half black, half white, what they identify as, how they carry themselves, that matter a lot as well. Because in reality, we know race is a social construct anyway. So it's like, just like you take J. Cole, for example. He's half black, half white. People consider him black because how he carries himself, how he looks, how he identifies himself, and whatnot. So just because, and I highly doubt he's half black. I'm gonna look at pictures, but he does not look like anybody's half black. I mean, jeans are very funny though, so maybe he is. But anyway, the point is how he carries himself, how he looks, what he represents. I would not call this man black. I'm not calling him black. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. But
Years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with me. If I got a girl's number on Fresh and Fit, he tried to do the same thing. Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me.
That's actually facts. I do remember when Sneako became a mini Andrew Tate. I believe flew out to Romania, defended them with his full entire chest against their initial charges. Was almost in tears when Tristan Tate called him and said he was the next and they were passing the
Hold
torch to him.
on.
So,
This is like a black man.
If I disappear, I'm passing the torch to you. Keep spreading the message while it's still.
Okay, his mom's genes are very strong because him and his brother both do not look black at all. But you can tell his dad, although he's black, I wouldn't. I mean, yeah, he looked black. He looked black. But anyway, like I said, race is a social construct. It's a social construct, okay? So I would not classify this man as black just based on how he carries himself, what he represents. He clearly tries to be a white supremacist. We're not fucking claiming him. Fuck out of here. I ain't calling this man black.
I appreciate you showing this.
But no, his daddy do look black.
Followers and fans.
I stand corrected. I said, I would bet money that he ain't half black. He looks like he's half black. But once again, I don't give a fuck. We don't claim him.
Bless you, and as long as I'm allowed to, I'll be jumping.
Because if you want to go deep into it, like I said, race is fake, okay? But we can say that, J. Cole is white, or Drake, for example. Drake is white. Nobody would call him that, even though he's just as much as being a black man as he is a white man. But because of how he carries himself, how he represents himself, Drake is probably not the best example. Because let Rick Ross tell it, he is a white man. But, yeah, so it's there's more to you being black than just you having a black parent and one at that. If you got two black parents, it's like, all right. You got one black parent, you trying to, lean more towards your white side. You trying to be a white supremacist, saying all this racist shit. I've heard Andrew Tate say the N-word hard R. It's like, nobody claiming him. Anyway,
the ultimate form was the Hell Hitler song in Miami.
People laughing and celebrating Heil Hitler and Adolf Hitler.
Sneako and Andrew Tate are panicking.
Come through. We're with Sneako. Is that okay? And he came along and he made a mess. And I could sit here and blame it all on him. But even though he put the song on, I just don't think
I get it. He's lying right now. I don't know where he got that, but what I think he's doing, I think Tate is strategically, I think he got scared.
And I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession. He came to Romania with two people who I respect very much, Myron and Fresh, great guys. They managed to convince me to allow him to come. He came there and started acting really fruity and really weird.
I definitely remember him wearing these shades, kind of like sitting like Andrew Tate, talking like Andrew Tate. That's facts. That actually did happen.
They managed to convince me to allow him to come. He came there and started acting really fruity and really weird. And he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's normal. And then he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? So you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me.
But like when I was like 14, I thought I was gay. I watched gay.
Nigga, you gay. And when I realized he was coming on to me,
anytime I see a Boondocks clip, I laugh. I'm sorry. Boondocks is God tier. We know that.
I thought the best thing I can do is just not talk to him anymore. Because I don't like this Gossip Girl stuff. I don't want to be a drama merchant like he is. My brand.
Blah, blah, blah. I reacted to that when that happened, when they were going back and forth over that.
You're begging me to fight. Every professional boxer who's going to see this clip knows that it is beyond pathetic to have somebody, one, without any boxing experience at all, never had a fight. I'm not a Gossip Girl, but I think my gaydar goes off for him. I don't have anything to hide. You think I care about this guy? The goy who has tech teams in Israel? Then you're saying I'm obsessed. You are begging me to fight you for $1 million.
And now he's just celebrating. He's like, yep, they did it.
Wallahi, I'm great for this. Wallahi, I just came back from Boomerang. I was going to do my intro, but Mark was sitting there. I'm too happy. A lot of news to cover, but they're supposed to make prayer for a lot of things. I pray for, you guys know I pray for the Ummah, I pray for the martyrs, I pray for the people of Gaza, but for the personal things, I made specific dua that the enemies of Allah will be humiliated. And as soon as I touch down, he's wearing like this Waluigi thing, gets out of here. You're like, hey, top boy.
Praying that your online objects arrested is a different level of petty.
You apologize for no reason. Sneako did it. I'm sorry for the song. Turns out you don't need to fold. They're still going to lock you up if you committed crimes. The Matrix attacked me. I'm influential. Nobody knows who you are. You have no more influence. You fell off completely. They're not locking you up because you're influential to the youth. They're locking you up because you're guilty. Have fun in prison.
He didn't mince words, so I mean, credit for that. It is just a crazy turnaround from where he was defending them, attacking anybody that thought they were guilty, to now just outright saying they're guilty, they did it.
He's such a flip-flopper.
The Matrix is not attacking them. They are being arrested for their crimes, which again was what I was saying against Myra. He didn't address the crimes at all. He just blamed it on the Matrix. And Andrew Tate being too influential and critical of the UK. And even though I knew they didn't like each other, especially how Andrew Tate threw him under the bus with the whole Hell Hitler song, I still did not expect him to just outright go this hard against Andrew Tate.
Why is this open up all the way? Why are you opening? You look guilty. You look like a pimp.
He is 100% wearing
you look like you traffic women. You look like, what is it, child charges now? Yeah, I believe them because of this horrible fit. So if you already have cases, if you have charges pending, dress properly because you never know when it's going to happen. You have just convinced about 50% of the people who believe you were innocent that you're now guilty because of this atrocity.
I guess maybe to his credit, if we're giving Sneako any credit, he did address his turnaround of how he defended them, how hard he went for the Tates at one point, to now switching up to them being guilty.
I don't know. Allegedly, they're guilty. Allegedly. At the time, I did believe it. I believed that they were innocent, but you look into it more, and you look into what the lover boy method is, and you look into what that is. They literally said that they were recruiting women to pimp them out. They had a course talking about how you could become a pimp.
This is why Sneako is so disingenuous. They built their reputation online very early on. Andrew Tate talking about the candle business, how they pimp the girls out, the lover boy method, everything.
So he's talking about when you dig deeper into it, you didn't have to dig that deep, because I never dig deep into these niggas, and I even knew about that. I reacted to videos about that. It was everywhere. So what do you mean? This wasn't hard to find. You just didn't want to believe it, and you didn't want to go against him. You was, up his ass, so that's why you were in support of them. And don't try to be like, oh, I had to figure that out. It was nothing to figure out. It was there on the surface.
Millionaire by running a webcam studio.
How long ago was your webcam business?
Yeah, so I stopped having any involvement with it. I think 8 to 9 years ago I stopped. When Corona came, I scaled it back up, right? So I got 20 more girls online. We scaled that back up to $300,000 or $400,000 a month. So I got back into the game hard. But now we're coming towards the end of Corona. I'm going to keep like 5 or 6 of my main girls. I mean, what did I do? I helped some people organize some accounts on an internet website. That's what I did. I
created a system that allowed me to convince girls to do this, allowed me to retain 100% control of their income. I know how to make sure the girl can't run away. I helped women with the tax side. Tax is also another important element for controlling your woman.
And this is what I was saying back then. I'm like, how is all this, recorded of him, snitching on himself, and he's not actually getting any real time, and they're not really coming after him, but it seems like they was just building their case. It takes time.
You're not going to pay anybody tax, but you need to tell your girl that you're paying the tax. Is that my crime? Maybe I did love them.
And Sneako was fully aware of that before he started worshiping, mimicking, and becoming a mini Andrew Tate. So what he's saying right now is disingenuous. Like, oh, if you look into it, they actually talked about what they're being charged for. Duh, we all knew that. We always knew that. The red pill doofuses that worship them are the only ones that acted like that wasn't bad or connected to the things they've been charged to. Until now, at least on Sneako's part.
Word for word, they just spell out exactly what the lover boy method is. They say, this is how you do it. If you want a girl to fall in love with you so that you could traffic her, buy my course and I'll teach you how. So first you make her fall in love with you. You have sex with her. Then you program her. Then you take her passport. Then she's in love with you. Then you put her on OnlyFans. It's like, that's what the lover boy method is, word for word. That's what pimping is, allegedly. I don't know what I'm talking about, allegedly.
But he defended them with his full chest, even though all this information about them was already out there.
Hello.
To a T, that's exactly what pimping is, and they just did it online. And they did it in Europe with white women. Look at that too.
Underage white women. Which again is still so funny that Andrew Tate built his whole career off helping men. I'm going to get you out of the matrix. I'm going to save you. Don't let women take advantage of you. This is the type of man you need to be. When in fact he got rich by taking advantage of desperate, lonely men using the same women that they try to criticize. It was always hypocritical and contradictory. But the red pill completely bought it up and supported him, even though all of this was out there in broad daylight.
You know what's so funny? Is that the Tate started grifting the white supremacists, like the white incels, the skin worshippers. They literally got rich pimping out European white women because they were better for money. Like, they made more money. Do you think that they were pimping out Asian girls and black girls? No, they moved to Romania because the crimes, they thought they were going to get away with it. They said, Romania's a third world country. I could be a mob boss. I'm a mafia. I could bribe the police. I'm like the cartel of Romania. That's why they moved there.
That's the craziest thing about Andrew Tate too. He actually said all of this stuff. He said he can do whatever he wants in Romania. They won't charge him with anything. The police rock with him. And then all of this happens.
Two, for the women. Because they know white women are the best clientele, so they make the best prostitutes.
Even weirder when you look at their ages. Like, he said that the woman that he was dealing with, his bottom girl that trained everybody else, was 15 years old when they met and he flew her to his country. And they have been together for 6 years, making her 21 at the time that he said everything.
And Vivian's younger. So yeah, that's how it started. I met Vivian in Slovakia. We had a long-term relationship thing. I was living in England. I moved her to England to be with me to start doing my webcam company. When I bring on new girls, I usually pair them with Vivian. Because Vivian's younger, Vivian's like 21. So Vivian's been with me 6 years.
So he had always dealt with young girls. And he always had these slip-ups about having with young girls.
So these are two black men, move to Eastern Europe, predominantly white country, to pimp out white women, destroying the birth rate, and then now the skin worshippers are like, yeah, he's one of me. Yeah. You fall for anything. Like, you guys will.
No, Sneako, you fall for anything. He was the one that fell for this. He was on the red pill wave. The red pill dweebs fell for this.
It's so interesting that they were able to get away with this because they are so white passing. Because if they looked more like J. Cole, for example, I don't know. I keep bringing him up because who else is half white? Anyway, if he looked like more of a black man, they wouldn't have been able to get away with that in Romania for as long as they did.
The general public did not fall for this. We knew exactly who and what Andrew Tate was from jump.
Like, all you have to say is a couple things about deporting, and then immediately you could just retweet Tommy Robinson. You're good. Not only that, as you're saying, Me Too feminist movement. The Me Too movement, what was that? 2016. A lot of that was completely blown out of proportion. The reason that a lot of people, and even me at the time, thought that this was a Matrix attack was because of that. People get false allegations all the time. It's not like somebody was just trying to extort them because they were famous. A lot of these charges, they got far before they had any sort of fame.
All right, I'm going to head out there. I'm going to link the video down below if you want to hear the rest of what Sneako has to say. But yeah, I'm not surprised at this at all. He's such a flip-flopper. It's nothing wrong with changing your mind about things. Obviously, when you get new information, it's like, okay, well, I was wrong about this. Okay, now I understand that it's this now. Sure, that happens, but he always does this. And he'll be so strong and loud about, a certain opinion and supporting something, and then he will completely flip to the opposite side. So it's like, get up out of here. But yeah, as far as Andrew Tate, disgusting. There were children involved. That clip that he shot, I'd never seen him saying that he was with a 15-year-old. That when he talked about the girl, oh, she's 21 now, but she's been with me for 6 years. Like, oh my God. So yeah, I'm glad they finally got him. Hopefully they put him under the jail. Y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.